Well, what is up, nerds? I'm Tom, and I'm going to show you what the Overkilled Storage Solutions insert for Sheriff of Nottingham looks like, and this can also hold the Merry Men expansion. I don't have the box for it, because I threw it out, because I don't need it anymore, so there you go. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And actually, the first thing I'll show you is that the box lid does sit, completely flush on here. No problem. So already some pluses right off the bat. Take the top off. Obviously, I have the rule books here. Pretty straightforward. Everybody puts the rule books on top. And this is what the insert mostly looks like. And I'll start off with my first, I guess, complaint, but more of a puzzlement, is that this area in the pictures online and stuff holds the main deck. And then these are the expansion modules. And then these, the player, whatever you call them, were laying flat, like this in here. But this whole extra chunk here is the main deck for me. I also have all of these. And now granted that my cards are sleeved, but it pretty much looked like the cards were sleeved in the pictures online too. So I don't know, maybe I have an older edition. This is the Arcane Wonders edition. CMON reprinted it, so maybe they did fewer cards there. But even so, that's really not that much of a complaint, because these can totally sit sideways like that anyways. I mean, it's kind of nice to have them flat or whatever, but then they're like harder to get out of there. So really not an issue. But again, I have the main deck split up into two. And then right here I have, these were like the contracts. I can't remember what the names of these extra little decks are called, but I do have them all separated out here. So these other decks. So this is what I have right here. I have these right here. If you can remember what they're called, you let me know. Then these were the Merry Men right here. And then these were the Laws all right here. So I remember those two. I don't remember what I think there was like black market goods or something. Whatever, let's jump into this. This is the more important part. So this thing slides out here. And then underneath here, I have these guys deconstructed here. This little thingamabobber here. This thing here. And then these are my promos. So you may notice that there's this area right here that's empty. I think this area was meant for promos because most people only have a couple promos, but I have like 25 or so. I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's not even a good brag. But I kept them here separately because those wouldn't fit in there, nor do I think this many cards were really designed to fit in there. This guy. And then all of the player boards here, they all fit under, you can see these little notches here. That's how this sits there, so it doesn't actually touch any of these things. And then of course the really cool part is this flexible wood thing here. See, you got your 50s, 20s, 5s, and 1s, but look at that. Hella dope. They did this in their Betrayal insert as well. It's one of those things that's not really necessary, but it looks super cool. It's got great table presence. Look at that. Woo! And it snaps down. And you can also actually, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Pop it this way. You can just take it off completely. You don't need to have it. So if you want to have the insert like that, so that way when you open it up it looks cool, and it's a little bit faster to get onto the table and everybody reaches in, you can do that. This is mainly just for show, and I guess to keep it from coins flopping around in there. If you have the rule book on top, I don't really think they're going to flop around too much anyways. But let me go ahead and see if I can get this bad boy back on there. Yep, boom, boom. Nice and easy. Put these guys back in there. This is the fun part, right? Watch me put everything back. I put these guys back there. Kind of do like that. Then this goes there. All these cards. You know where the cheese, you know where that goes. You know what's on the menu. And there we go. Boom. Well, I hope that showed you everything you need to know about the Overkilled Storage Solutions insert for Sheriff of Nottingham. If you want to grab yourself a copy, I'll put a purchase link to this in the description box down below. I guess I'll also throw a link to Sheriff of Nottingham and the Merry Men expansion as well, because why not? And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you will never be bored